You're listening to the Pool Envy Podcast. Code, compliance, craftsmanship. Hosted by Jason Davies. Let's dive in.
The purpose of this week's episode is to talk to all of the great people in the state of Florida who seem to run into a lot of issues with swimming pool builders taking deposits, promising projects are going to be completed, and then finding themselves with a hole in the backyard. The news stories are overwhelming, and frankly, as a builder, I couldn't imagine causing this type of chaos for a homeowner who's looking for a pool in their backyard. So here are some strategies that we're going to take to help you guys stay out of trouble, and some things to look for with pool contractor relationships before you build your new dream pool. I'm going to translate the rules into steps you can take so honest contractors keep winning and homeowners keep their money safe. You'll get the plain English deposit timelines, how to spot a real pool license, the red flags before you pay, and exactly how to file complaints if the job stalls. Paper over promises, always.
Let's dive in.
A quick note before we start. This is education, not legal advice. Pool contracting must be performed by properly licensed professionals under your local authority having jurisdiction. Codes and procedures vary by county and city. Always follow your local AHJ and the manufacturer's instructions. Florida's deposit timelines. Florida has two simple clocks when a residential pool contractor takes more than 10% of a deposit down. Number one, when they apply for the permit within 30 days of your payment. And number two, after the permit is issued, they start work within 90 days, unless you've both changed those dates in writing or there's a valid cause. Think about that. That's it. Money starts the clocks. Clocks create accountability. When nothing's happening, your calm written request could be this: please send me the permit application, receipt number, submitted within 30 days, and the start date within 90 days of the permit issuance. This way, you and your pool contractor get on the same page. This way, you avoid trouble. This way, you avoid someone digging and dashing. License versus certification. A license is not a seminar sticker or a tax number, and I want you to think about that very hard before putting a huge sum of money down. You wouldn't build a house without ensuring that the person building your house is a licensed builder. Your pool is an enormous investment. The credential you want for pool work is a DBPR, Certified Pool Spa Contractor, or CPC license. It lists a qualifying agent, and it's what allows a company to pull pool permits and contract the job legally. Certifications, on the other hand, these are manufacturer classes, association cards, even a CPO certificate. These are training. They're not legal authority to do tax paperwork. A business tax receipt or a sales tax resale certificate, this lets a person or a company operate and buy for resale. It's not a contractor license, and it does not let the person or company pull a pool permit. Name matching. This is huge in Florida. The company name on your contract should always match the DBPR record and the qualifying agent on the permit. If the names don't line up, stop right there and verify everything else before any money moves anywhere. Hit that pause button, hit that stop button, stop writing checks. What I want you to remember, if the person taking money from you can't pull the permit, they shouldn't be taking that money from you. End of story.
Unlicensed swimming pool repairs? Contracting for cash? It's still illegal.
Before the money moves, or if it already has, you're going to need to get these things in place. First off, trust but verify. We're going to do a license lookup on the builder. Pull the DBPR record, confirm their status equals active, confirm that their scope equals pool spa builder, and the qualifying agent name matches. One of the things I disagree with on the website is a contractor can say pool and spa, and it may say they're only qualified to service. It may not say that they're a builder. Pay attention to those details. Next up, recent permits. Ask for a recent past pool permit under the same company qualifier in your county. That way you know what's going on and if this builder is actually legitimate in your area. Number 3, permit receipt for your job. If you've paid over 10% down, ask for the permit application number and receipt inside the 30-day window. Milestone draws. Tie payments to pool milestones. For example, when the hole is dug, the steel and bonding goes in the ground, plumbing pressure tests, electrical rough-ins, tile going in, the pool shell being plastered, the startup process. All of those are milestones. Make sure your money equates to milestones. Lien releases. Collect a lien release with each draw from the prime and the subs on the project. This way, somebody can't jump in line and say you owe them money. Paper beats opinions. License, permit receipts, and lien releases keep your money safe. No recent pool permits pulled locally, and they can't name the qualifier. If there's no proof, there's no project. No written milestone schedule tied to those 30, 90-day time clocks. If the story changes every time you ask for a permit number, I promise you it's not a pool building plot twist. It's a plot hole. One that's going to sit in your backyard for a very long time, and you do not need to become the next victim.
Are you an unlicensed scumbag? Do you chug energy drinks in Florida? Unlicensed swimming pool repairs? Contracting for cash? It's still illegal.
If you already paid, if your deposit is down and the job is stalling, it's time to stay calm and move to paper. We can do a little letter to our contractor at this point. It goes something like this. Subject: request for permit receipt with a start date, and throw in the project address. Create your email or letter. Hello, this is a friendly request for documentation per our contract. Because my initial payment exceeded 10% of the contract price, please provide the following permit application number submitted within 30 days of payment and a start date within 90 days of the permit issuance. If there's just cause of a written schedule that changes those dates, please attach it. Thank you. Very easy way to get communication from a builder when they're non-responsive. This calls them to act. Another option is you can head to the complaint section if you're being ignored and you feel like there's no recourse. The DBPR licensing page. File online, attach your contract, proof of payment, and your written demand. This can get people moving. It's definitely going to get an investigation started. Next up, the Florida Attorney General. Think of this as the Consumer Protection Department. File a complaint with them as well. Patterns matter. Yours may not be the only one. Homeowners Construction Recovery Fund. If the contractor is licensed and you later obtain a qualifying judgment or award because of the contractor never finishing your project, you may be eligible for limited restitution. It isn't instant, but it does exist. And lastly, talk to your legal counsel about liens. Ask about Florida Lien Law, Chapter 713, and how notice to owner and lien releases should be handled, so you don't pay twice for the same work. And remember, in your tone and communication, always stay calm, factual, and deadline anchored. The point here is not to say who's right or who's wrong. The point is to say that you set forth a process, the builder set forth a process, you came into an agreement to build a pool, and that process needs to continue to a satisfactory end. Nothing more. Quick questions and answers. Question: they say they're certified. Is that enough? And the answer is,
it's still illegal.
You want a DBPR CPC license with a named qualifying agent. The builder wants 40% down to buy materials. The answer is simple. Tie the draw to permit submission. Ask for recent permits they've pulled. Big material draws without a permit are huge red flags, typically because the builder is pulling money from your job to pay for the last job. And if they don't sell the next job, your job may never get finished. It's also illegal. Third question: what if they used another company's CPC license number?
It's still illegal.
This is absolutely 100% Florida style illegal. So you're going to stop. Contract name, license, qualifier, and permit always need to align. Good pool work is quiet, documented, and licensed. Paper beats promises every time. If you're unsure, we'll help you verify the license, set a sane draw schedule, and translate the plan your AHJ expects. Quiet, precision, licensed, code compliant, no drama. Florida license CPC 1460695. Wisconsin Electrical and HVAC 1543940. Texas TICL 1350. Rail 635643.
Thanks for listening to the Pool Envy Podcast, where licensed pool professionals speak up. Hosted by Jason Davies, licensed across Wisconsin, Florida, and Texas. For more insights, subscribe and join us next time.